Reddit made overnight millionaires. Welcome to another amazing video. Today, we will talk about how Reddit made overnight millionaires and how it made hedge funds lose billions of dollars. Stick around to the end to know all about it. This video is all about the fortunate young investors who got to be millionaires in just a few weeks by joining the Reddit board and by investing a little amount of money, and how these hedge funds' worth suddenly dropped from the sky. Before we dig into the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Let's begin. WallStreetBets, a Reddit chatter board. Members now have become millionaires due to a rise in GameStop stock, which was going down for about 3 years, while the hedge funds lost about $19 billion. What actually happened? Most of you know about Reddit and how it works. For those who don't know about Reddit, it's a discussion platform where people join communities and groups depending upon their interests. They get to post their ideas, which are voted up or down by the other members of that community. WallStreetBets is a discussion board of Reddit, which is all about stocks, and had about 3 million followers before the surge in stock rate of GameStop. The members of WallStreetBets were interested in getting the shares of GameStop, as it was going down for quite a long time and was about to collapse. That caused a massive rise in the stock price. Impact on GameStop. The overall value of GameStop has been greatly increased. Within a week, the company has skyrocketed to about $30 billion in market value from $5 billion in revenue. Impact on WallStreetBets. The sudden rise forced the WallStreetBets to go private due to social media coverage, as everyone was bragging about it. But just after a day, the community got back into the business, and they said they only had to go private as the community was full of hateful posts, and they couldn't stand it. About 2 million other members joined the community just in a day after the surge. WallStreetBets also got the support of the co-founder of Reddit, Alexis Ohanian. Role of hedge funds. The GameStop share was targeted by hedge funds, and it had become a popular discussion in WallStreetBets. Many of the members had already bought the shares for a relatively low price. GameStop's stock market went up by about 135% instead of going down, making new young investors become millionaires in no time. The contrary was the situation for the hedge funds. As the hedge funds had already sold the shares of GameStop, which they didn't own, they had to buy the shares for a higher price, resulting in the loss of $19 billion. Impact on hedge funders. When GameStop didn't hand over a profit for about 3 years, it was heavily short-funded. And now the hedge funders who played against GameStop had to face the loss of about $19 billion. The most affected investors were Andrew from Citron Research, Melvin Capital's Gabriel Plotkin, Steve Cohen of the New York Mets, and Leon Shaulov of Maple Lane LLC. Andrew and Gabriel said that they will not be dealing with short-funded businesses anymore and will be focusing on long-term investments. Investors that are graced by the stock raise. AJ Vanover. AJ is an individual investor who invested around $4,500 on GameStop through WallStreetBets. AJ's yearly economy was about $35,000, and now he is a millionaire. AJ also said that he would not withdraw his money as he is confidently investing more in GameStop. AJ also said that he is going to help his parents by providing them a better livelihood. AJ runs an auto parts shop, and lately he was suffering from COVID-19. He also said he won't return to his old job after quarantining for 2 weeks. Keith Gill, Roaring Kitty. Keith Gill is also an individual investor. He has been investing since July 2019. He has his own YouTube channel named Roaring Kitty, where he shows tips on how to invest your money properly. He started his investments with $755,000 in July, and now he is a millionaire with $31.5 million in his investment account. He also shared with social media that he knew it would be a success to invest in GameStop, but he never knew it would happen in a week. He would be likely to continue his YouTube channel, and he would be building his dream house in Brockton, Massachusetts. Ryan Cohen. Ryan Cohen is a long-term individual shareholder. He joined GameStop in mid-2019. He had helped a lot when GameStop was going through a crisis in the pandemic by focusing on online sales. He invested about $76 million, and it has now paid him about $2 billion. Lately, he is trying to transform GameStop into the Amazon of gaming with his two like-minded colleagues. Donald Foss. Donald Foss, founder and CEO of Subprime Lending, had sold all of his stocks before the GameStop reached its peak by December 31st. When Foss sold all of his stocks by the end of 2020, the shares of GameStop increased by 420%, resulting in more than $66 million. He also said that when the stock started to rise, and I heard of Reddit for the first time, I immediately called my son to ask what Reddit is, and I just couldn't work it out. George Sherman. George Sherman is the current CEO of GameStop, who owns 2.3 million shares that were worth $171.6 million before the surge, but when the stock raised to its peak, it raised to about $1.14 billion. When GameStop had to close their retailer shops during the pandemic, they lost about $296 million, and George temporarily took a 50% cut. George had a starting salary of $1 million, but then the board decided to grant him a $10.5 million raise after quite some time. Most of the WallStreetBets members are willing to pay more shares. All these earnings will be nothing if they don't withdraw, as most of them are likely to keep it that way. Conversely, Reddit also has a history of failed millionaires, as they turn into intense gamblers through Reddit communities and lose all of their earnings. Conclusion. Now to the fun part. Hedge funds were violating laws for years, manipulating the stock market, and now they will probably have to sell their helicopters, yachts, and one or two of their mansions to cover the losses. On the other hand, Reddit chatter board, the WallStreetBets, has a potential rise in members, and the good thing is that they did it legally, unlike hedge fund managers who were involved in legalized gambling. If you watched till the end of the video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content like that. We will see you in our next videos. Till then, enjoy and keep watching our videos.